Hey guys, welcome back to Cooking for the Missus. My name is Andy. Today's video we have got 3 absolutely amazing party popping ideas for dips. We have got a coarsely cut salsa, a chunky guacamole, a soothing, cooling yogurt, cucumber and mint dip. These are guaranteed to make any party go off with a bang. If you haven't already guys, why don't you consider becoming part of the family? Hit the little subscribe button, hit the bell icon, that will notify you every time I make a video. With that being said guys, let's get on with these great 3 dips that will make your party shine forever.
So then guys, the first dip we're going to do is the cucumber, mint and yogurt. Real simple this one. Get yourself some natural yogurt, we're just going to add that to a bowl. Get yourself a nice good chunk of cucumber, we're going to cut that into half and then cut that into quarters. What I like to do at this point guys is just remove the seeds from the middle. They don't add a great deal of flavour, the texture's not very nice in there, they're really slimy, so we discard those, get rid of them. Then we're just going to cut those quarters into finger slices, preferably without slicing your finger like I almost did. And then we're just going to chop these into chunks. The size of the chunks is entirely your preference, it depends how big and chunky you want them. I like them to have quite a bit of texture, so obviously I cut them quite chunky. As always guys, a full list of ingredients is in the description below for all of these recipes. So add your cucumber now to your yogurt. Now what we're going to do is prepare some mint. So really important with the mint, what we have to do is make sure we pick the leaves off the stalks. You don't really want to add the stalks to this, it's not very nice, it's quite woody, quite thick, gets stuck in your teeth and it doesn't add a great deal to the recipe, so just make sure you take the leaves off. Now as always, what we normally do with the herbs, just roll it into a cigar shape. We're going to finely slice these herbs now. And then use the chop crossing method just to make sure that it's nice and fine. Then just add those to the yogurt with the rest, stir it up, and that's your first dip done guys. Easy as that. Now we're going to be on to recipe number 2. So this one is for the nice chunky salsa. So with this one we want to get half a red onion. We slice it down first, then we put 3 little slices into the side. This allows us to get a nice fine slice on the onion. Again with this ingredient it is entirely up to you how fine you have it. I like to have it quite fine so that it doesn't overpower the salsa too much. Add that to a bowl. Next up we're going to get ourselves one nice juicy red tomato. Just chop off the end. And what I like to do is cut them into slices first, cut the slices into chunks, and then once that's all together we add that to the bowl with the onion. Now the next one, because I'm such a wimp, I've put gloves on for this. We're going to be tackling chilli. Take the pith and the seeds out the middle, that's the hottest part. I'm a wuss, I don't want any heat in there really. So cut your chilli into slices, then dice that and then add that to the bowl with the rest of the ingredients. Next up is the coriander. So unlike the mint, you can leave the stalks on this one, they're nice and soft. They do go well in the recipe, they're full of flavour. So again, we roll it into a cigar, chop that into slices, and then we use the chop crossing method again just to make sure that it's nice and finely chopped. And then just add that to the bowl with the rest of the ingredients. Now for the garlic, I'm feeling quite lazy with this one, so just chop the bottom off, give it a good whack with the side of your knife, then I'm going to use a garlic press. 2 reasons, 1, I'm lazy, and 2, it gives it a nice fine mush to go in there so it gets lost easily within the recipe and you don't end up with a mouthful of garlic. Last thing you want to do now is just add a good squeeze of lemon. Preferably don't squirt yourself in the eye at this point because it's not going to end well. Give that a good mix together, and then easy as that, dip number 2 is done. Your chunky salsa is ready to go. So then guys, last but not least is the holy moly guacamole. This is my favourite one, absolutely beautiful, I love this. So first thing you want to do is get yourself an avocado, cut it straight down the middle, twist it. Best way to remove the stone in the middle is give it a good sharp punch with a knife, comes straight out. Best way of removing the flesh for an avocado is with a spoon. If you literally just scoop it straight out, you'll see it will leave no residue left over whatsoever in the skin. So once you've got the avocado out, what we're going to do now is just slice that, and then we're going to cut it into chunks. And then just add that to a bowl where we're going to add the rest of the mixture to it. So a really important thing you need to do at this point, guys, is make sure you cut a lime in half. You just want to squeeze half the juice of a lime into the avocado. What this is going to do, it's going to stop it from going brown, it's going to stop it from discolouring while you get the rest of the ingredients ready for the guacamole. So now, as before, the same as the salsa, we're going to get ourselves a nice juicy tomato. So doing it exactly the same way as before, guys, so cut it into slices first, then cut the slices into chunks, as fine as you like. There really is no set way that you need to cut this, it's completely your own preference. Like I've already said before, I like mine quite chunky, so that's the way I do mine. Then we're going to do exactly the same as the salsa again, get ourselves half a red onion, cut it down the middle, cut it in the side 3 times, and then finally slice the onion as well. Last but not least, what we're going to need is just another bunch of coriander. So again, into that cigar shape, cut it into nice fine stripes. And then just add that to the bowl. Add the rest of the ingredients to the bowl. Finish that off with the rest of the lime. And then what you might need to do here is get a potato masher or something, but if you just do what I do and just persevere for long enough with a fork and just mash it all up, you'll end up with the end result of a fantastic chunky guacamole. And that is it, guys. That is how to do 3 party stopping dips. Real simple, real easy. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.